The story begins with a scene so terrifying it would make anyone's blood run cold. In a dark room, a man is violently attacking a corpse. A strange sense of peace is visible on his face. It's clear this is not his first victim. He has killed many people before. This man's name is Nomura. An eccentric but highly cunning killer who believes that mercilessly killing someone is an art form, and he wants the whole world to see his art. Just a few hours after killing a girl, he was already out looking for his next prey. Late at night, on the road, he saw a girl trying to push her younger brother in front of a car. But when she couldn't bring herself to do it, she tried to die with him. However, the driver slammed on the brakes just in time and saved their lives. Nomura followed her and saw that the girl owned a flower shop nearby. In that moment, he decided she would be his next target. The next day, he went to her shop under the guise of being a customer buying flowers. He wanted to learn more about her. But just then, an old man interrupted, distracting Nomura. Some kids had scratched his car, and he was shouting at them angrily. Nomura said to the girl, "Just 1 minute, I'll be right back." After this, he went to the man and whispered something in his ear that made him break out in a cold sweat of fear, and he ran away without a word. After this, Nomura returned to the shop and bought some flowers. When he learned that the girl's business wasn't doing well, he ordered even more flowers to be packed to win her trust. Hisei asked, "Sir, what did you say to that man? He just went quiet. He usually never backs down." Nomura smiled and replied, "I told him I'd noted his car number, and if he ever scolded those kids again, I would follow him, cut him into pieces, and throw him in the river." Hisei thought he was joking. But she couldn't guess the truth. His victims trusted him very easily, and unfortunately, Hisei was making the same mistake. After this, Nomura went to a cybercafe late at night. There he uploaded all the videos of his murders to the dark web. As always, he worked very carefully this time too, wiping his fingerprints from the keyboard, so the police couldn't connect any clues to his crimes. As soon as the video is uploaded to the dark web, people around the world watching the dark web start viewing it. We see a man in Indonesia watching Nomura's videos very intently. This man's name is Bayu. From the outside, he looks like an ordinary person. But he has a strong liking for watching such disgusting and violent videos. Bayu used to be a professional reporter. But he was so honest in his work that he once crossed a powerful man. That man kicked Bayu in the stomach so severely that now Bayu is forced to work as a cameraman, a job he is not good at all. Once, Bayu was trying to cover a viral story. But when he couldn't get any footage, he started stalking his target himself to get exclusive footage. That target's name was Dharma, a big and powerful businessman. As soon as Dharma found out it was the same reporter who had damaged his image before, he sent his men to beat Bayu severely. They not only beat Bayu but also broke his camera and punctured his car tires so he couldn't follow them. The next day, Bayu learned that the court had disgracefully acquitted Dharma of the charges of beating his wife. Hearing this, his last remaining hopes shattered. Stressed, Bayu started watching violent videos again. But suddenly, his daughter entered the room, and he quickly closed the laptop. After this, Bayu went to drop his daughter, Lily, off at her mother's place. Bayu loved his wife Dina very much, but after he lost his job, he became often irritable and stressed. This stress slowly created a crack in their relationship, and eventually, Dina divorced him. Since Dharma's men had punctured his car, he booked a cab to get home. The journey was long, so he fell asleep. But when he woke up, he saw the driver had brought him to a deserted area. Shortly after, the driver's friend got into the car, and they tried to rob Bayu at gunpoint. They wanted to film Bayu in a compromising situation to blackmail him and extort more money. Bayu tried to defend himself, but he was alone. Their argument quickly turned into a scuffle, and one of them attacked him. Seizing the opportunity, Bayu grabbed the gun firmly and with it, blew one man's head off. The other started to reload immediately, but before he could, Bayu picked up the gun and showered him with bullets. Although Bayu had watched many violent videos, experiencing it all for real made his soul tremble. Meanwhile, we see Nomura has trapped a new girl in his web. She didn't know that the man she thought was a gentleman was a serial killer. Nomura takes her home and does to her what he had done to the other girls. She was begging for mercy. But the more she pleaded, the more dangerous Nomura became. Finally, he put a bat in her mouth, shattered all her teeth, and then started biting and eating her raw flesh. Back in Indonesia, when Bayu woke up, he was in great pain. He had done something last night that he could never have even dreamed of. We are shown that not only did Bayu kill those two thieves last night, but after killing them, he also filmed them. And then he uploaded it to the dark web. He was disgusted with himself for why he did it. But one thing was certain, he had started feeling something he had never felt before. Meanwhile, Nomura also watches the video he uploaded. His work was impressive, but it didn't take him long to figure out that this was that man's first murder. He easily tracked him down and sent him a link for a video call. Bayu spoke to him, pretending to be ignorant, as if he knew nothing about last night. But Nomura warned him that next time he should upload the video from a public server. That way he wouldn't get caught. After this, Bayu went to drop his daughter off at her grandfather's house. There, he found out they had found a new man for their daughter. His name was John, and he was a very successful and good man. He had all the qualities of a good father. Sitting between them, Bayu became so stressed that his mind became hypersensitive. He started feeling even the smallest things around him very intensely. Before his mind could explode, he got up and left. He couldn't stand being among normal people for even a minute anymore. He needed someone exactly like him to talk to. He messaged Nomura, who replied immediately, wanting to talk on a video call. Bayu immediately covered his camera so his face wouldn't be seen. Nomura was also wearing a mask. Bayu asked, "Why do you kill people?" To which Nomura said, "You might think I'm crazy, a monster. But the truth is, I was once just like you. An ordinary, simple, and cowardly man. And then one day, I stopped thinking and just started feeling. The first time I saw the fear in someone's eyes, I realized I had an existence. Just like that, now you have an existence too. So tell me, who do you want to kill now?" Bayu watches an interview of Dharma's lawyer, Robert, on TV, where he is blatantly lying, after which Bayu decided he would make him his next target. He followed his car and found out where he lived. Meanwhile, Nomura goes to meet Hisei again. The two had started having good conversations. Hisei told him her brother has autism, a disease where a child's brain doesn't develop fully. When she asked Nomura about himself, she learned his childhood wasn't great. When he was young, his sister and parents died. With the insurance money he received, he went to America. There he worked, and then he returned to Japan. While telling his story, Nomura became very emotional. But at the same time the savage face hidden inside him began to emerge. He said, "If your brother died, everything would be so much easier for you, wouldn't it?" Hearing this, the smile vanished from Hisei's face, and fear became visible in her eyes. She said, "How dare you talk about my brother like that? Get out of here. I never want to see you again." Nomura thought about killing her for a second. But killing her in broad daylight could be risky for him. So he left angrily. To calm the hatred within him, he wanted to kill someone that night. He paid a prostitute and took her with him. While she was seducing Nomura in the car, Nomura saw Hisei's face and slammed the brakes so hard that the girl's head hit the dashboard directly, and her nose started bleeding. Angry, the girl got out of the car, and when her friend saw that Nomura had hurt her, he beat him severely. They took all of Nomura's money and ID card, to ensure he wouldn't do this to another girl. Meanwhile, we see Bayu sneaking into Robert's house. Seeing him, Robert attacked him to save his life. But then Bayu accidentally fired a shot. Thankfully, the bullet only grazed him. He didn't know what to do with him now. Kill him or rob him. He was still thinking when he heard someone crying. Robert said, "Don't go there. There's no one there." But Bayu followed the sound, and when he moved the curtain, he found a child in Robert's bathroom whom Robert had tortured terribly. After this, Bayu beat him. He beat him so much that his soul trembled in pain. Robert said, "I have a daughter just like you. Have mercy on me." But there was no forgiveness for what he had done to that child. Bayu poured petrol on him and, without a moment's hesitation, burned him alive. He had finally found a reason for murdering someone to deliver justice to people. The next day, when he went to see his daughter, he was already angry, and seeing John with her made his anger explode. His raised voice and behavior made Lily scared. Dina couldn't tolerate it anymore. She shouted, "Get out of here and never show your face again." Meanwhile, in Japan, Nomura meets Hisei's brother, who is sitting alone, crying bitterly. Upon asking, he learned that kids at school bully him, and today they even beat him. Nomura explains to him that this world is not for weak people. You have to fight them. He gave him a taser and said, "If anyone bothers you next time, use this." Soon, Bayu uploads Robert's video to the dark web, and when Nomura saw the video, he couldn't believe that this man had become so ruthless after just his first murder. Bayu called him. He wanted to know how to do all this. Nomura explains to him that the first time is always easy, but now you will face trouble. The fear of being caught won't let you sleep peacefully. But don't panic, they will never catch us. Now, find the one whose killing will give you the most pleasure. Bayu knew who he hated the most. He followed Dharma's car to his hotel. But as soon as he entered the room, he found he had been following the wrong man. This was Dharma's son, and now Bayu was confused about what to do with him. The boy said nervously, "I'm not like my father. Please let me go. I won't tell anyone. While talking to him, Bayu remembered that his voice sounded familiar. At that moment, Bayu also realized that he had been recognized, and without delay, he shot Dharma's son. Meanwhile, we see Nomura following a girl. During this, his eyes fell on the man who had beaten him. Seeing him, blood rushed to his eyes, and he followed him inside the club. As soon as the man went into the bathroom, Nomura entered with him. He said in a low voice, "Recognize me." Before he could understand anything, Nomura attacked him with a knife. Usually, he only killed girls. But killing a man for the first time messed with his mind. His face showed he didn't enjoy it. As he was about to leave, he saw the girl who had escaped that night. Nomura grabbed her, brought her outside, and beat her until she was unconscious. While putting her body in the trunk, some police officers approached him and told him his car was parked in a no parking zone. One of them became suspicious, so he asked Nomura to show his license. They found him well, educated and rich, so his senior said to let him go. Meanwhile, the girl managed to get out of the car. But before the police could turn around, Nomura pushed her back in and locked it. Meanwhile, after killing Dharma's son, Bayu was looking for a way out. Soon, the guards broke down the door and entered. Seeing the body of the most powerful man's son in Indonesia, they immediately launched a manhunt. Bayu was hiding in a closet, but as soon as the guards became suspicious, he started running outside. There weren't just one or two, but hundreds of guards who saw him. Seeing them, his breathing quickened, and he received such a strong dose of adrenaline that he ran through the crowd so fast that no one could catch him. The guards chased him to the basement, but somehow, saving his life, Bayu managed to close the main gate. They tore off his mask, but fortunately, his face was in the opposite direction, so no one saw it. One thing was clear from this whole situation: when a person's life is at stake, they can get out of any situation. Meanwhile, Nomura was preparing to kill the girl. This time he was going to do something special. Bayu, on the other hand, had run all night and was so tired that when he woke up the next morning, his whole body was aching. At that very moment, Nomura video calls him. Bayu was already scared from last night's experience. And when he saw that Nomura was about to kill the girl right before his eyes, he couldn't take it and screamed, trying to stop Nomura. He wanted to know what his reason was. Why does he kill people? But Nomura replied that he was doing all this to teach him. Bayu realized this man was a psycho and all his victims were innocent people. He started begging for the girl's life, but that alone wasn't enough to change his mind. Nomura was about to split the girl's head in two with an axe when suddenly the doorbell rang. We see Hise standing at the door, wanting to talk to him about her brother. Nomura opened the door, and as soon as she entered, Hise exploded at him. She said, "Because of what you said, my brother attacked his classmate. There's talk of him being expelled from school. How could you teach a child all this?" Nomura said, "He is just like me. He loves his sister like I did. But he is weak. I saw that night how you left him on the road so a car would run him over. You want to kill him, and I can see it clearly in your eyes." Hise told him, "You don't know the whole truth. That night, I wanted to die with him too. But I couldn't, and I love my brother very much. I can't even think about killing him to make my life easier." Nomura understood this man was a psycho. She said, "Stay away from my brother from today." Meanwhile, the girl regained consciousness. Bayu, who was still on the call, told her, "Scream. Scream as loud as you can." Soon, Hise heard her scream. Nomura was about to go silence her. But then he realized it was too late. He would have to kill both of them. He tried to choke Hise. But Hise tasered him hard with his own taser gun and followed the girl's voice. Finally, she found the torture room. Bayu told them, "Get out of here before he comes back." As soon as they stepped out, they entered another room, and what they saw there was truly horrifying. Inside was a corpse that was completely decomposed. Suddenly, Nomura attacked them, but Hise quickly hit him on the head with a flower pot, which left him momentarily stunned with pain. The two managed to get out, but just as Hise started the car, Nomura attacked them again. The other girl tried to crawl away, but unfortunately, Nomura caught her. After this, a bloodied Nomura comes to Bayu and tells him that the two of them had tried really hard. But no matter how fast the prey runs, it can never escape the hunter. Bayu immediately shut the laptop and went to sleep. When he woke up, he saw his daughter was in his house. Dina had come to say a final goodbye. Bayu realized how wrong he had been. He apologizes to them and promises he will fix everything. Dina tries very hard to make him understand. But finally, she compromised and decided to give the relationship one more chance. Meanwhile, Nomura says a final goodbye to his sister's corpse. To make a new beginning, it had become necessary for him to bury the old things. So he set fire to his sister's years-old corpse. we see Bayu taking his daughter to school. While Dina was cleaning his house, she found a gun under the pillow. From her voice, Bayu understood she had found something, so he immediately went home. Returning, he called out to Dina, but there was no answer. He saw a camera facing him, but it wasn't his. When Bayu played the recorded video on it, he found someone torturing Dina. Gathering all his courage, he opened the bedroom door. But what he saw inside completely destroyed his world. We see that Nomura had raped his wife and stabbed her entire body with a knife. Bayu sat by her corpse crying tears of blood. Seeing such cruelty, his heart stopped. However, Nomura hadn't run away after killing her. He was standing downstairs waiting for him. Bayu was about to go kill him when suddenly a car hit him. And the people inside took him away with them. Nomura didn't understand what had just happened. He followed the car. It turned out these were Dharma's men. Dharma said, "What did you think? You'll wear a mask, kill my son, and never get caught. What had my son done to you? Whatever was done, I did it. Why did you kill that poor man?" His man broke Bayu's arms and legs. Dharma said, "When your daughter grows up, I will marry her, and she will now carry on my lineage." They were about to kill him when Nomura shot his man dead. He beat Dharma to a pulp. Finally, he came to Bayu and told him, "Finish what you started." Bayu was still unable to recover from the truth that he had mercilessly killed Dina. He said, "Look at yourself. You are a monster." Nomura wanted to make him like himself. So he said, "Kill this man, or I will kill your daughter." Bayu didn't want to take anyone's life anymore. But as soon as Nomura put a gun to his daughter's head, he had no other choice. He pounced on Dharma and choked him to death mercilessly. At exactly the same time, Nomura removed the blindfold from his daughter's eyes, and when she saw her father in this form, she began to hate him. Nomura said, "I've been trying to tell you that everyone hates you. Even your own daughter. We can work together. But one final task remains." He was about to kill Bayu's daughter when Bayu grabbed him because he was not a monster. He still loves his daughter, even if she hates him. Nomura said, "I thought you were like me, but I was wrong." And saying this, he shot Bayu. The brain-dead Bayu's foot slipped, and he started falling from the building. But before dying, he had already played his final card. Nomura saw that there were handcuffs on his hands. They fell from such a height that in one jolt, all the bones in their bodies were shattered. Bayu dies instantly. But Nomura was still breathing. He was writhing, twitching in pain. Then he saw a boy in front of him, recording him as he died. In that moment, Nomura realized for the first time what the people he had tortured to death must have felt. And then, in his final moment, he says a word in Japanese, "Cut," like a director says after a scene ends. And with this, the story ends here.